The doctor is in. It's geriatrician Doctor Chandini Sharma. Today we're talking about a topic many may not know about, that's sarcopenic obesity. Now, I've read about it a little bit before we talked about it. I want to be prepared.
Quiz you.
Yes. So, is this something that would affect me, possibly, at this age?
Yeah, as you were telling us in the break, that you exercise every day, right? Now, you're a little older than 20, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Barely.
Just a little older than 20. So you are actually at a very low risk. Of course, you're exercising and you're way young. Now, geriatrics, which starts at the age of 65, why did we want to bring this up today at all? Because it is, you're right, very little known fact. When you're at the age of 65 and older, by nature, you lose muscle mass. Some people project that as about 8% every decade. If you start off at age 65 with a low muscle mass because they were not doing exercise, especially resistance exercise or any exercise, the muscle mass is low to begin with when you reached age 65, and then it will go down by about 8% every decade. So if you are now 85, you've lost another 16% of muscle mass where you started low. And at that, because we know since the 1990s, the US has had an obesity epidemic. About 40% of our population in the entire country, including elderly, are obese. They have a lot of adipose tissue, which is Latin for fat. And I'm not being rude here or judgmental, I'm just saying a physiological fact. So now at age 65, if you have extra weight to carry, and on top of that your muscle mass is receding, that is another huge risk factor for falls. But let alone falls, researchers are figuring out that it's even a huge risk factor for heart disease. And so not only does it make you unable to get up because knees hurt, hips hurt, back hurts, arthritis, falls, but even heart disease. That was even a surprise for the researchers when they linked it that, oh, the muscle mass is down. But when you think of it, if the muscle mass is down, the chances that you're active is low. And in order to prevent heart disease, what do you need? Activity. Not just when you're 65, but when you're about 30 and 40 years of age. From age 30 and 40, if you're active, that's when you're preventing heart disease. But this is sarcopenic obesity.
So just getting, you know, it's why it's so important to stay active your whole life, not just wait, you know, till you put on some weight, I guess.
Right. Now, this is where the wonderful fact, initial research, that even at age 65, and I'm glad there is some audience there, that even at age 65, when you do some exercise, yes, resistance exercise is what you really want to do, but even walking, but getting onto some resistance exercise and just develop some more muscle, you do reduce the chances of heart disease, which is, wow, just a simple, no pill, just walk. And you can reduce the risk of heart disease in your later years. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Dr. Sharma, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Well, if you have any more questions for Dr. Sharma, you can go to the Noon Show at griffin.news.